GMT in XM's advanced room. Take your trading to the next level.
Smart traders never miss a beat. Keep your finger on the pulse of global markets with the all-new trading app from XM. Enjoy access to over 1,000 instruments, including Forex and CFDs on stocks, indices, metals, and energies. Place trades on the go with a single tap and benefit from instant order execution and no requotes. Take your trading to the next level with advanced charts and trading tools, and stay informed about the latest market movements with our expert news and analysis. Create, validate, and manage your account, and make deposits or withdrawals all in-app. Who says you can't have it all? Download the all-new
Education. Here you have access to dozens of educational sessions that will elevate your trading skills and increase your trading knowledge. Get ready for an exclusive live trading session by our trading experts and tune in every day from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. GMT to keep learning about trading with us. Enjoy the show.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to XM live trading discussion and analyzing market session. It's ECB panel discussion with two amazing experts, and I will host this session. I'm here with Giancarlo Prisco and Gbemi. Great to see you guys. You are looking amazing and can't wait for your analysis and discussion about ECB. I prepared amazing questions. I'm going to read them in a couple of minutes. But before that, I'd like to know, how are you? How things are going on? Olu?
I'm fine. Interesting. Happy to be here with you guys. It's been a while. I joined you in the advanced room last. So to have the opportunity talking with you today is really a nice one. So I'm doing well. How are you?
All great, all great. Can't wait for the session. And Giancarlo, how things are going on since our last meeting?
Good. Well, I am a little emotional because this is first one because I don't have a session with Olu from I think a pair of years, and of course have a debate with Olu will be fantastic because I know that Olu she's a great expert in Forex market, so we can share a lot of idea together. So many happy to do this debate all together today. So thank you very much.
Great, guys. If you want, I can start with questions. I have prepared 4 or 5 questions, and we can add, if we have time, some more. Today we have ECB interest rate decision. As you all know, it's one of the important central banks in the world. The ECB rate decision is going to be 3:15 platform time. I'm always talking in platform time, because traders have this time and everybody can actually adjust it as per their location. It's going to be very interesting. Let's start with prediction, interest rate prediction. Like, given the recent indications of cooling inflationary pressure across the Eurozone, we didn't see rising inflation. Maybe that interest rate started to working nice. ECB stands that it's premature to discuss any rate cuts, and I will ask you, what's your opinion? Will the ECB halt today in the upcoming decision? Because they are not giving us any hint that they will decrease, but there are some beliefs that they might decrease before USA, as we already know that US gave some hint, depends on the data that they will get for rate cuts. And what factors are driving this prediction? Let's start with Olo.
Okay, I was looking into the market. I know that in January, we had inflation that is much, that is at least lower than what it was in December. We had, even in February, 2.6. It's like a steady reduction in the inflation rate. And it's usually the inflation rate that is going to help the council to determine what they will do in terms of the interest rates. Now, this is still a little bit higher than the target. The target is 2%, so it's still higher than it. Although, if you look at after the January interest rate decision, a lot of the comments we were seeing, the council had agreed that inflation is reducing. It looks like the increase in the rate in the recent time has been working out. It's really helping to reduce inflation. It has also somehow been forcefully transmitted into the financing condition in such a way that it's reducing demand, so that effect is seen. But at the same time, they are determined to let the target be reached, the 2% target. And in such case, it means that they may still be holding for longer the rates at the moment. So based on what I have seen, the comments the governing council had made following the last rate and what is happening in the markets, seeing that though this is falling, but the fact that they are expecting that it gets to the 2% level, they still have their goal and their determination. I am believing that there is no likelihood that they are going to be changing the decision today, no likelihood that they are going to be reducing or increasing. Although I read about some comments by some of the members that maybe June would be a good time for them to reduce the rates. And Euro has been doing really fine for some times now, compared to
We're gonna talk it.
US.
We're gonna talk about
Okay,
euro. Yeah.
of that.
Just
Okay,
wanted to know
so
your opinion about their decision, like prediction.
mhm.
You believe they are gonna hold, decrease, so you go with that they're gonna hold rates again this time,
Okay,
right?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
So I'm
amazing.
going with the fact that they will be holding at this time.
Okay,
There may
we
be a
say
change because we can't predict exactly what they will do. There may be a change, but based on my opinion, yeah, everything being equal, they will likely be holding.
yes, great. Giancarlo, what do you think ECB will do and why?
Well, this meeting will be very important. Not as I always say, we don't expect any change in interest rate, but will be important, in my opinion, probably the press conference, because practically we can say that today I expect that the communication of ECB will change, and I think that today they will start to prepare the operators to an interest rate cut that we have a high chance to see this in June. So I think that probably Lagarde will affirm that the council start a pre-discussion on the start a pre-discussion about the interest rate cut, and probably they can offer some indication about probably about this term probably with the Lagarde press conference. So there will be, I expect, a big signal that ECB start to give a new direction about quantitative easing. This element also come from some member of ECB or some economist analyzed the declaration of ECB member in these days. So in my opinion, today they will start to open the discussion on that. And even, of course, with the inflation drop quite good in this month, we could have an idea that ECB has no hurry to cut the interest rate. Because, for example, there was the president of Bundesbank, Joachim Nagel, that affirmed that even though it may be very tempting, it's too early to cut interest rate. But I personally think that some open in this sense will come from Lagarde conference.
Okay, interesting. So Olu says holding rates. Giancarlo says yes, agree, holding rates, but watch the press conference and the hints that they will give. Is there something to do with the US giving hint that they might decrease interest rates summertime after they get some data, maybe Euro follow USA, or you don't think that Euro it's actually following USA? They are totally detached and they are looking their own data. Let's say Olu.
Okay, well, I think they may have the US rates may have some impact on what they are doing, but I don't agree that it is just the US what the US is doing that they are following. They have what they have plans on what they already want to do. We see comment from the governing council in the last time after their last interest rate decision in the conference that they are going to follow a data dependent approach to determine their profit level. So I think if they are going to do this, it's going to be based on the data relating to the Eurozone mainly, and that may be independent of what the USD is doing, where the US is doing. Even if they maybe want to be able to get some hint from it, it's not going to be that entirely.
Okay, before I go with Giancarlo's answer, I would like to say huge hello to everybody in the chat. I see Akram, Fernando, and E. They are saying hello, Juni, Giancarlo, and Olo. Hello, Prisco, Juni, Olo. Historically, does the ECB affect Bitcoin price? That's a great question. And hello, everyone, says E. We also have comments from YouTube. Our friends from YouTube are also writing from India. Gajanan Kadam says hi. And also he shares comments like today's interest rate cut holding. And they are rate cut and holding. Let's see what they will do. And our experts here are sharing their detailed opinion. Nabil is also saying big hello. Giancarlo, do you think that ECB actually looks like they are following USA, or they are doing their own thing? They are totally detached from other major economies. They are looking their data and they are taking decisions as per their data, or they are influenced from the USA? What do you think?
Well, this is a big question because normally ECB, no, we know the way they act is always the same. No, in the last years, always ECB is always the last central bank in the world to do some action. This is something we discuss a lot also with Johnny. No, for example, imagine that in 2014, euro dollar start to drop, but the interest cut of Mr. Mario Draghi come 1 year after 6 months or 1 year after the decision of Fed. So normally ECB has a big problem that it's quite weight and very, very slow in term to take the decision. But there are some elements that I would like to share. There are the question is very important because there are a big testimony, not because Italian, but because it's Mario Draghi, that he declared a few time ago that the ECB are doing a big error to not cut interest rate fastly because they are jogging with the future of the Europe. So technically, ECB waiting the June interest rate cut practically, and not I don't say this, but say Mario Draghi, that is an error. So practically, if ECB waits too much, they can create a situation of big stagnation of economy, and we can assist more popular party arrive in the European government. And also there are another big dilemma, because this is something that we will discover in November. If Trump return to the White House, it's possible that arrive a big control about the traffic of and the commerce between European user. I just remember Trump some last week. I listened that he attacked, for example, Macron, and because Macron, I don't remember what he want to do with Palestine, if I remember, and Trump started to say, "Hey, Macron, do you want that I continue to buy your champagne? Take care, no, something like this. No, no, this is
Yes, yes, yes,
guys,
yes,
the
yes.
Trump
I remember,
style.
yeah.
So it's this is a big problem because essentially, guys, remember that Europe is not has not as I can say, the word is not like you, China, Russia, or China. We don't have a big power in terms of diplomacy and in terms of discussion because we have a big energy problem that is increasing now with the Red Sea
Yeah,
crisis.
we will discuss it
Okay,
later
okay,
on. Yeah,
okay, okay. So
exactly.
it's
Yeah.
just
Big hello to our friends again from YouTube. Francois Nil, if I read the name correctly. Hi from South Africa. Big hello to all of our friends from South Africa. Guys, looking forward to see you on our live sessions in XM. You can find the link down below the description. You can always join XM Live, both Beginners Advanced Room and XM Live Room, to discuss markets and trade all together with amazing experts. We can move to the next question if you are ready, guys. And also, before that, I would like to say that we're going to go for a little short ad break and just 10 seconds, guys. We will be back in 10 seconds. Stay there, don't move.
Alongside our trading experts 5 days a week, 9 hours a day, simply by registering an account here with us. Start trading in a couple of minutes.
And as I promised, we are back, guys. It took just 10. We are going for the second question. I want to ask our great experts if you guys are ready for the second question. Are you sure? Okay,
Yes, we are
let's go.
ready.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
What is going to be the market impact? How do you anticipate the ECB's rate decision to impact the markets, particularly in terms of Forex? You can go for bond yields, you can touch equity markets, depends on your preferences. Are there any specific market reactions you are expecting, guys? Let's start with Giancarlo this time and see his opinion before we go and ask Olu.
Well, from Forex, of course, the idea is that we can have some important impact on euro dollar. First one, we know that there are a big influence of come first one from dollar index that remain quite bearish for the not beautiful last data of USA. So euro essentially today could have some interesting movement because even dollar is quite bearish. Euro remain quite strong from the middle of February, and we are arriving very sensitive resistance at this point 1.09. Of course, if Lagarde open to an interest rate cut, I expect important drop of euro. So in my opinion, this conference is very important probably for this reason. So euro could start a new strong drop. For bond yields, of course, the question is more complicated because the big problem is that without interest rate cut, the yield of bond cannot drop. So I expect that, yes, we can have some adjustment, but not a change of the trend. And for equity markets, the trend remain very bullish. In general, DAX Italian index is one of the best in Europe. And in general, I don't expect any change. To me, at the contrary, I can expect that with the big open of Lagarde on interest rate cut, the equity will be very well purchased. So in this sense, DAX and other could go up. But the problem is that just one for me, that is that from next week we will enter on a quarter option and future expire. So as the passage on new contract required strong adjustment, is more probably that if we have some strong bullish pressure, market after to drop probably for this reason. In this sense, I expect probably big volatility on Euro and DAX, and personally will focus on these two instruments this afternoon.
Great. So euro will be affected. Yields will be high because interest rates are high. and a big influence on Italian index and high volatility on euro and from Carlo. He's expecting straightforward up Italian index, maybe because he's Italian, maybe no. We will see that.
No, no,
I'm
not
joking.
for this.
Okay,
It's for
let's
statistics.
see what is going to be all those expectations. Which markets you're going to keep an eye on, and how do you feel about the market impact from ECB?
Okay, I feel that it's depend on what we see today, especially during the conference. If they are still maintaining, just like the last month, that based on their assessment, the key interest rates were going to be left at the same level, and that if it is left at that same level and maintained for sufficiently long duration, that it would make a substantial contribution to the 2% goal that they are looking at in terms of inflation. If they maintain this is likely going to help euro. We see euro is already kind of picking up some level of trends this week, especially following Powell's speech, which kind of indicates that they may start looking at easing the policy at some point within the year, which has kind of affected dollar against most of the other currencies. If you look at gold, you see how strongly gold has been moving up. We see the Bitcoin, and so most of the other major currencies also. So Euro USD, I think if they continue to maintain this stance, will likely still be high. It's I was looking at it earlier today. Euro USD has some patterns, like my name implies, I like pattern trading. So Euro USD already is having some pattern that can make it go bullish if they maintain distance. But if they change and they also give us an idea that they would be cutting the rate soon, I think we may then see Euro dropping, maybe across board, because even at the moment, Euro against like Aussie, against NZD isn't doing so well. Some of them are already picking up strength against the Euro. So if there's any indication at all that maybe the rate will start they'll start reducing the rate at some point, I think that may make Euro weak. So that's in the Forex market. In the equity market, the stance that they take would also, I think, would affect what will happen. The equity market may benefit from the favorable financing condition that may result if the rate is eased a little bit, and that would help growth to happen in that sector. We are already expecting like some 8.7% growth in the sector within the year. So depending on what happens today, I think may have some impact on it and will help us have an idea how to trade it.
Okay, amazing. Thank you very much, Olo. Write everything down, guys. Just listening can help. You know that you might not remember everything that our experts are sharing. Take your pen and write everything down and follow the market. That could help the most. I see also a lot of comments from YouTube are coming. Our friends Ramesh from Nepal is asking for dollar Japanese and next movement. And Gajanan Kadam from India is sharing some suggestion. Dollar Japanese and sell target complete. Hold, don't sell, says him as a friendly suggestion. I would say, guys, if you have strategy, it's good to follow that strategy. But again, if you want to gain more information and have more strategic informed decisions and approach, join XM Live, both beginners and advanced room. You can find the link down in the description. Click there and you're going to have everything you need about the markets, all kind of information, all strategies, basically. And as I like to joke, you're going to find the hidden secret. Joke aside, let's move on the next question, guys. I will ask our experts. The third question is actually related. The second one, basically, it's a trading strategy question. If our experts have some, and can actually give you some insights and ideas on how you can, guys, may prepare in preparation for the ECB rate decision. Are there specific instrument or trading strategies that you guys have been considering? And are you looking at any particular trading opportunities before, during, or after interest rate decisions? Because I personally trade news and important news before the news, like but interest rate decision, I cannot trade them before the news because there are rate decision impact, then we have press conference impact, Q&As and stuff like this may have different influence. So I'd like to know your approach, if you have some, like a strategy, and what factors are guiding these choices. Let's start with Olu again.
Okay.
Do you have, yep.
Okay, like I mentioned earlier, I love to see what pattern is forming from the chart, and if that is relating to my expectation of, the fundamentals based on like the ECB that we are expecting today, I will then be following it. Like it's going to be dependent on what the decision is, and like you mentioned, we are going to be having conference, so there are going to be different level of impact on the market. So for me, I don't trade before the news, especially the interest rate. I usually love to see what the rate is, then look at what the impact of the market is in order for me to be able to make a decision. And especially if I am seeing a pattern on the charts, maybe it's already, the pattern is suggesting to me a buy, and then the rates and maybe the suggestions, the comments during the conference is also suggesting bullishness for the euro. I will then be looking at trading based on that. I looked at euro USD. I am able to see like a head and shoulder pattern kind of inverted from the daily time frame that has formed there. I'm looking at it from the 4-hour time frame. I'm seeing like a bullish flag pattern. So I'm seeing different pattern suggesting bullishness with euro USD. But then I also look at other major currencies with euro. I see that the strength is mainly with US dollar. So what that shows to me is that the weakness with dollar is having more impact on the bullishness I'm seeing. So it is possible that euro doesn't get very strong against the other one. So I have to pay attention to what the news is and what the sentiment becomes afterward before I start to make a decision on entry.
Okay, any specific instruments like euro crosses, maybe euro versus dollar only, anything that you are having on your watch list and specifically watching these currency pairs or instrument before, during, and after the news? As you said, you're going to trade after the news, so that's a reactive trading, which is very good.
Yeah.
Waiting when dust settles down, you're going to take your decision, you're going to take your time, you're going to analyze the things. But any specific instrument that you are watching from now, or you are going through most of them and looking for the chart pattern?
Okay, based on the euro USD, I already have what I want to trade there. I have right now that I have placed there on the 4-hour. If the current 4-hour candle closes above the channel, and that is supportive of what I'm seeing with the news, of course, I'm going to be doing a buy. So I have a buy bias with euro USD. If there is no news, I probably will just wait. Immediately there's a close, I'm entering, I'm doing a buy. So once I see the news and it follows what I'm expecting, it's still head, I'll probably just jump in and do a buy, because every pattern I'm seeing there, I usually love to enter from 4-hour. So I see a double bottom that has broken to the upside. I then see like a bullish flag, so I have the channel, the price is somewhere around the resistance. Once it's broken, just some 20 pips from here, 15 pips from here, I'll be looking to do a buy.
Do you have channel chart in front of you?
Yes, I do.
Are you looking for break above 1.09 or 1.0915, the channel level that you are looking for bullish breakout?
1.091, somewhere around
Absolutely. Okay,
1.091.
the small
Yes.
channel. Okay, nice.
Yes.
Okay, guys, write it down. As I said, I'm trying to find all the levels for you, trying to squeeze information from our experts. So euro dollar, always looking for bullish breakout above the channel. When that happens, it doesn't matter what's going on in terms of fundamental factors, because she's pattern hunter. And as she said, if there is no news, either way, she's going to wait for that breakout and she can trade. The news can only fasten the process. If anything happens during the news, it's going to be even better. Good approach, very good, nice trend following. I will move to that question to Giancarlo. Which instruments, Giancarlo, if you have some, you are specifically looking, what strategies? If you can be more detailed, we will be very happy.
Of course, as you know, I have my strategy always based on volumetric analysis. Of course, I will trade with news. I'm very, as a scalper, I'm very aggressive. So first one, I will take a look at DAX. DAX will have a big influence. So today, guys, it's very important momentum for DAX because in the last 3 days, approximately, they will retest the support of 70,614. That is a volumetric level where we have assist free time V-shape recovery. So the idea is to see if market on this level could restart the uptrend, or essentially the big trade will be the short below the minimum of the European Open, because we have approximately 100 points to take. So this is the trade I'm looking for. That probably this trade will start with Lagarde's speech, that is 30 minutes after the European pre-market, but will be a big movement because also today we have a combo with another power speech. So I expect a big movement on DAX. So the first instrument that I will start to trade will be this. For euro dollar, I will do the same. Personally, I am looking for also, because there are the big question on dollar yen. I'm looking for to try to buy dollar yen because we are on the minimum of the level of January between 147.80 and 146.87, and in this zone I will try to find some buy opportunity. It's very aggressive trade, of course, but as the
And it's
monetary
against me.
yeah. No, but the monetary policy of Bank of Japan will never change for now until Fed not cut interest
Yes,
rate.
yeah.
So any drop, in my opinion, will be absorbed. If I see strong volumetric level, big bar, it means that they absorb this bearish pressure. We'll try. Of course, it's very aggressive. This is a big trade because, for example, yesterday I have bought Australian dollar that was very good, but today I will focus probably on two instruments, that euro dollar and pound dollar. Both are bullish, better pound. Pound is quite bullish, and I expect that pound could attack 1.28 today. So the volume continue to show pressure. There are in any drop is absorbed. There are a big bullish channel. Euro, of course, now it's a big momentum because 1.09 is a resistance. It's an order block zone that was maintained from the middle of January. So if market break good this zone, I expect a very important uptrend. At contrary, I will try short if I see that price remain below 1.0850. Repeat, the grade of this trade depend on what Lagarde will say, because as I have expectation that they open to, at least they declare that they are discussing the interest rate cut, it's more than sufficient to see a drop on euro. But the problem is that also dollar is very bearish. So we have to see if we have at least a strong bearish movement and a recovery, and another bearish movement during the USA session. So the level where we are is very important. I expect a volatility of a minimum of 50 pips range minimum on euro dollar. So I will focus on this free instrument today.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Giancarlo. I checked all the levels and everything together with you. I'm quite agree. Just I wanted to let you know that with dollar Japanese yen, you are against me, so that could be trouble. Okay,
No,
joke
well,
aside.
I have, after the drop, that we see a lot of time together, guys, because we have
Absolutely.
normally we have this session together, me and June. Dzhuneyt, of course, you know that when we have vertical drop on dollar yen, I use the Nenades pressure, no, the hero trade, no. So the idea is to find a fast pullback, but this is more for intraday guys, not multi-day. It's like a strong speculation. So if I see another 50, 80 pips drop, I will try a long. It's very aggressive, of course, but there are these big chance.
Absolutely.
That's
As
all.
a
If
scalper,
not
we
work,
see that, yeah. As a scalper, we see Giancarlo, it's open for both sides. Depends on what price is doing,
yeah,
because it's
exactly.
shorter term opportunities. And before we go for the next instruments, I'll start with Olu. But I would like to say, guys, thank you very much from all our YouTube viewers that you joined us. Right now, it's time you guys to follow us in XM Live in the advanced room in next minute. We say thank you very much, and we move to XM Live for both beginners and advanced room. This session will continue in XM Live advanced room. Find the link below, click on the link below, and join us in the advanced room for the rest of the discussion. It's going to be very interesting. We have a couple of more questions. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great educational. And see you in the XM advanced room. And all XM advanced room viewers, stay there. We are coming in 1 minute.
If you enjoyed this live show, you can watch many more for free. Head to xm.com, choose from a wide selection of educational sessions to improve your trading, learn more about us, and ask your questions in the live chat room. Join us every day in the XM Live beginner and advanced rooms from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. GMT. See you there.
Everyone can rise to greatness. Take it from one of the greatest of all time. Extraordinary stories are written with tenacity, patience, and passion. Build your